If you have $100,000 invested, you're closer to being a millionaire than you think. Much closer. There's something magical that happens at $100,000. Something that doesn't happen at $10,000 or $50,000. And once you understand it, you'll realize the journey from $100,000 to $1 million is faster than the journey from zero to $100,000. That sounds wrong, but it's mathematically true. And psychologically, most people completely miss this. They hit $100,000 and think only 10% of the way to $1 million. But that's not how compound growth works. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why $100,000 compounds into $1 million faster than you think. I'm going to reveal the mathematical phenomenon that accelerates your wealth at this threshold. And I'm going to give you the exact strategy to maximize this acceleration. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the wealthy obsess over hitting $100,000 first, and why everything changes once you reach it. This is the inflection point. This is where wealth building accelerates exponentially. Let's decode why $100,000 is the real milestone. Here's the counterintuitive truth. Getting from $100,000 to $1 million takes less time than getting from zero to $100,000. Let me prove it with math. Scenario: you're saving $1,000 a month and earning 10% returns from zero to $100,000. Starting balance, $0. Monthly contribution, $1,000. Return, 10% annually. Time to reach $100,000, 6.3 years. From $100,000 to $1 million, starting balance, $100,000 monthly contribution, $1,000, same as before. Return, 10% annually. Time to reach $1 million, 14.8 years. Wait, that's longer, not shorter. But here's what changes the equation. By the time you reach $100,000, you're likely earning more income. Let's be realistic. More realistic scenario. $0 to $100,000. Monthly contribution starts at $500. Increases to $1,000 over 6 years as income grows. Time, 7 to 8 years. $100,000 to $1 million. Monthly contribution starts at $1,000, increases to $2,000 over time as income continues growing. Time, 10 to 12 years. So the real comparison, $0 to $100,000, 7 to 8 years of disciplined saving, $100,000 to $1 million, 10 to 12 years. But here's what makes it feel faster. The compound growth effect. The growth breakdown. At $100,000 invested at 10%. Year 1 growth. $10,000 just from returns, not contributions. Your money earns $10,000 while you sleep. At $500,000 invested at 10%. Year 1 growth. $50,000 just from returns. Your money earns more than most people's salary. At $1 million invested at 10%. Year 1 growth, $100,000 just from returns. Your money earns more than most people's salary. 1 growth, $100,000. Your money earns what took you 7 to 8 years to save initially. This is the exponential acceleration. In the early years, your contributions matter most. In the later years, your returns matter most. At $100,000, you cross the threshold where returns start outpacing contributions. The crossover point. Contributing $1,000 per month equals $12,000 per year. $100,000 earning 10% equals $10,000 per year in returns. Your money is now earning almost as much as you're contributing. At $200,000, earning 10% equals $20,000 per year in returns. Your money now earns more than you're contributing. This is the inflection point. This is why $100,000 changes everything. Here's a psychological reality. Most people never reach $100,000 invested. Not because they can't, because they quit before they get there. The journey from zero to $100,000 is psychologically brutal. Year 1. You save $12,000, earn $600 in returns. Balance, $12,600. You think, this is pointless. I'm barely making progress. Year 2. You save another $12,000, earn $2,500. Balance, $27,100. You think, I'm working so hard and I've barely made a dent. This will take forever. Year 3. You save another $12,000, earn $5,000. Balance, $44,100. You think, I'm not even halfway to $100,000, and $100,000 isn't even that much money. Why am I doing this? This is where most people quit. The grind feels endless. The progress feels minimal. The sacrifice feels disproportionate to the results. But if you push through to year 6 to 7, something changes. Year 6. You've saved $72,000 from contributions. Your returns have added $28,000 total. $100,000. You think, finally, but I'm only 10% to $1 million. Still so far. Wrong perspective. You're not 10% of the way. You've crossed the inflection point. You've reached the threshold where mathematics takes over. Now watch what happens. Year 7 to 12. Your $100,000 compounds. Your contributions continue. Your returns now earn more than you contribute each year. Progress accelerates. It feels easier. It feels like you're winning. Year 17 to 18. You hit $1 million. Here's what happened. You spent 6 to 7 years grinding to $100,000. You spent 10 to 12 years compounding from $100,000 to $1 million. But those 10 to 12 years felt faster because your returns were larger. Your progress was visible. The numbers grew significantly each year. The psychological pain decreased. The critical insight. The wealthy understand this psychology. They grind brutally hard to hit $100,000 because they know that's the hardest part. After $100,000, momentum takes over. Compound growth becomes your partner. Mathematics works in your favor. Most people quit at $30,000 to $50,000 because they don't understand. You're in the hardest phase. You're almost to the inflection point. Quitting now means giving up right before it gets easier. Here's what accelerates the $100,000 to $1 million journey beyond basic compound math. Factor 1. Increased income from career growth. When you started investing at $0, you were probably earning $40,000 to $60,000. By the time you hit $100,000, 6 to 8 years later, you're earning $70,000 to $100,000. Your contribution capacity has doubled. You're now saving $2,000 per month instead of $1,000. This dramatically accelerates growth. The same career progression continues. By year 10, you're earning $100,000 to $150,000. By year 15, you're earning $150,000 to $200,000. Your contribution rate keeps increasing. This compounds your compound growth. Factor 2. Lifestyle inflation control. Most people increase spending proportionally with income. But if you've built the discipline to save your way to $100,000, you've developed different psychology. You likely keep lifestyle inflation minimal. So when your income doubles from $60,000 to $120,000, your spending increases from $48,000 to $60,000, not $48,000 to $96,000. This means your savings rate goes from $12,000 per year to $60,000 per year. 5 times increase in contributions. This alone accelerates your timeline by years. Factor 3. Investment knowledge accumulation. By the time you reach $100,000, you've been investing for 6 to 8 years. You've learned. You've made mistakes. You've optimized. You probably understand asset allocation better, recognize good opportunities faster, avoid emotional panic selling, maximize tax advantages. This increased competence improves your returns, maybe not dramatically, but 10% returns become 11 to 12% through better strategy. That 1 to 2% difference compounds significantly over 10 years. Factor 4. Side income and business ventures. Most people who reach $100,000 in investments don't just have a job. They've likely started side income streams, freelancing, consulting, small business, real estate, passive income. These additional income streams don't just add to contributions, they grow over time. $500 per month side income in year 5 becomes $2,000 per month by year 10. This accelerates your investment growth rate exponentially. Factor 5. The confidence multiplier. Having $100,000 invested changes your psychology. You know you can build wealth. You've proven it to yourself. This confidence enables bigger calculated risks, more aggressive but smart investments, entrepreneurial ventures you wouldn't have considered, better salary negotiations. All of these compound into faster wealth growth. The combined effect. Starting scenario: $100,000 invested, $1,000 per month contributions, 10% returns equals $1 million in 14.8 years. Realistic scenario with acceleration factors. $100,000 invested, $1,000 per month contributions, 10% returns equals $1 million in 14.8 years contributions, growing from $1,000 to $3,000 per month. 11% returns equals $1 million in 8 to 10 years. You cut the timeline in half through these acceleration factors. This is why people hit $1 million faster than the basic math suggests. Here's how to maximize the $100,000 to $1 million acceleration. Strategy 1. Increase your contribution rate aggressively. Don't let lifestyle inflation steal your raises. Every income increase, allocate 50 to 80% to investments. Got a $10,000 raise? Increase your monthly investment by $400 to $600. This dramatically accelerates your timeline. The math is simple. $100,000 growing at 10% with $1,000 per month added equals $1 million in 14.8 years. $100,000 growing at 10% with $2,000 per month added equals $1 million in 10.3 years. You cut 4.5 years off by doubling contributions. Every dollar you add compounds for years. Front-load contributions as aggressively as possible. Strategy 2. Optimize your portfolio for growth. At $100,000, you can afford to be aggressive. You have time. You have cushion. Don't play it safe with 60-40 stocks bonds. Go 80-20 or 90-10. At $100,000, an extra 2% annual return means 10% returns equals $1 million in 14.8 years. 12% returns equals $1 million in 11.9 years. You shaved off 3 years by being more aggressive. That's worth the volatility when you have 10 to 15 year time frame. Strategy 3. Develop additional income streams. Your job got you to $100,000. Additional income will get you to $1 million faster. Start the side business. Launch the freelance practice. Create the digital product. Build the rental property. These income streams add to your monthly contributions, grow over time themselves, create multiple compounding engines. One person with $100,000 and one income stream takes 15 years to hit $1 million. One person with $100,000 and 3 income streams takes 8 to 10 years. The difference is massive. Strategy 4. Leverage your $100,000 strategically at $100,000. You have options you didn't have at $10,000. You can qualify for better investment opportunities. You can start serious real estate investing. You can angel invest in businesses. You can take calculated risks with 10 to 20% of capital. Use 80% for steady growth, index funds. Use 20% for accelerated opportunities. The 80% gets you to $800,000 plus safely. The 20% might get you to $1 million faster through asymmetric returns. Strategy 5. Maximize tax efficiency. At $100,000 invested, tax optimization matters significantly. Maximize 401k/IRA contributions, tax-deferred growth. Use Roth conversions strategically. Harvest tax losses, hold investments long-term for capital gains rates. The difference in after-tax returns compounds massively. Over 15 years, proper tax strategy can save you $50,000 to $100,000 plus. That's 5 to 10% of your target. That's 1 to 2 years off your timeline. The implementation: you hit $100,000. Immediate actions: 1. Increase contribution rate to at least $1,500 per month, preferably $2,000 plus. 2. Rebalance portfolio to 80-20 or 90-10 stocks, bonds. 3. Start one additional income stream this quarter. 4. Deploy 10 to 20% of portfolio into higher growth opportunities. 5. Optimize tax strategy, maximize retirement accounts. These 5 strategies combined can cut your $100,000 to $1 million timeline from 15 years to 8 to 10 years. That's 5 to 7 years of your life you get back. That's reaching financial independence in your 40s instead of your 50s. That's the power of strategic acceleration. Let me give you the realistic timeline with real numbers. You are here. $100,000 invested year 1 to 2, age 35 to 36. Starting balance: $100,000. Monthly contribution: $1,500, increase from $1,000. Annual returns: 10%. End balance, $145,000. Growth, $45,000. $27,000 from contributions. $18,000 from returns. Psychological state, momentum building, feeling progress. Year 3 to 5, age 37 to 39. Starting balance, $145,000. Monthly contribution, $1,800. Income increased. Annual returns, 10% end balance, $255,000. Growth, $110,000. 65,000 contributions, $45,000 returns. Psychological state, returns now matching contributions. Acceleration visible year 6 to 8, age 40 to 42. Starting balance, $255,000. Monthly contribution, $2,200. Continued income growth plus side income. Annual returns, 10%. End balance, $445,000. Growth, $190,000. 79,000 contributions, $111,000 returns. Psychological state, returns exceeding contributions. Wealth building feels real year 9 to 11, age 43 to 45. Starting balance, $445,000. Monthly contribution, $2,500. Annual returns, 10% end balance, $755,000. Growth, $310,000. 90,000 contributions, $220,000 returns. Psychological state, returns are 2.5 times contributions, compound growth dominant, year 12 to 13, age 46 to 47. Starting balance, $755,000. Monthly contribution, $3,000. Annual returns, 10%. End balance, $1,010,000. Growth, $255,000. 72,000 contributions, $183,000 returns. Psychological state, millionaire achieved the journey. Recap, age 35, hit $100,000, took 7 to 8 years from $0. Age 47, hit $1 million, took 12 years from $100,000. Total journey, $0 to $100,000 equals 7 to 8 years. $100,000 to $1 million equals 12 years. But here's what actually happened. Your contributions from $100,000 to $1 million, $288,000. Your returns from $100,000 to $1 million, $612,000. Your money earned more than twice what you contributed. At $100,000, you crossed into compound dominance. Your returns did most of the heavy lifting. This is why it feels faster. This is why it is faster psychologically. The critical takeaway: if you're at $100,000 right now, you're 12 years from $1 million. Not 20 to 30 years, 12 years. And if you implement the acceleration strategies, you might hit it in 8 to 10 years. You could be a millionaire by age 43 to 45. That's not retirement age. That's mid-career. That's when you still have decades to enjoy financial freedom. $100,000 isn't 10% of the way to $1 million. $100,000 is the inflection point. The hard part is behind you. The exponential part is ahead. Don't quit now. You're closer than you think. Compound growth is about to accelerate everything. Trust the math. Trust the process. You're almost there.